Greetings and welcome to a special racing event on NR2003. I'm Smithers and this is my 2009 Indy 500 Coca-Cola 600 doubleheader video in my career series. Currently we're in Indiana, inside the infield of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. In just a few tens of minutes of time, I will be in Charlotte because this is a shortened version of the event. In my first attempt at this challenge, I finished 8th and 11th, which is really good for the standards of past drivers attempting this challenge. But was it all just beginner's luck? The number 29 car with Kevin Harvick behind the wheel for Richard Childress Racing had an abominable start to 2009, and like a snowman, Happy Harvick took an unpleasant situation and turned it around and climbed out of the hole thanks to the back-to-back victories at Richmond and Talladega. He has climbed from the bottom of the barrel in points up into 20th and only currently 21 points behind the cutoff of the chase. The start of NR 2009 for a new driver team combo with Smithers and the Richard Petty number 43 started making sparks and catching fire fast in the first 6 races as they achieved a win in race number 2 and 3 more top 10s to go on with it, but it got snuffed a little bit with a DNF and a bad race. The second half of the completed races so far in 2009, this team has only finished in the top 10 twice and running into more problems than progress. With the driver having added pressure this weekend doing double duty in the IndyCar series, will this be a moment that the team looks back on come cutoff time for the chase? Finally, the long-awaited Smithers SRX subscriber series is taking off for the first season next race weekend at the Freedom Factory on NR 2003. Me and 19 subscribers of the Smithers Racing channel are going to battle wheel to wheel on dirt and pavement tracks for the next 10 weeks, 10 races, and the subscriber to come out on top will be featured in my truck series videos up until the following SRX series, driving my number 80 Best Buy Dodge while I go build my future number 8 Smithers Racing Dodge. Heyo, we're back in the Indianapolis 500 Coca-Cola 600 doubleheader video, the second attempt I have on the Smithers Racing channel, and we're in the number 26 Indiana Jones Andretti IndyCar. You may notice that I'm at the top of the board by like 0.3 of a second, and you may be like, Smithers, what the hell are you doing there at the top by like 0.3, and what kind of difficulty do you have this set on? And I gotta tell you guys, it looks ridiculous and it looks like I have this thing set on easy mode, but I'm telling you, once we get the cars rolling and the draft and the Dragon Force is going down the straightaways, it's not going to be easy for me to keep the lead whatsoever, and I'm going to be struggling and probably get sucked back into the top 15. I'll be starting alongside Dan Weldon, RIP to that IndyCar legend. Going to be a very heartwarming start starting next to that National Guard IndyCar. Then we have Will Power and Helio Castroneves, Scott Dixon, Ed Carpenter, Tony Kanaan, Graham Rahal, Dario Franchitti, and Danica Patrick are rounding out your top 10 in the starting grid for the Indianapolis 500 in 2009. And I believe we have 2 more seasons left with this current IndyCar mod, and then I gotta go find the updated one for the next few seasons. If I so continue on doing this, you know, I do want to win the Indy 500, so I'm gonna probably run it until I accomplish that goal. After that, I do want to run a full season of IndyCar, whether that's in the new iRacing game or in a modded version of a newer seasoned IndyCar of NR 2003, and I'll figure out a season schedule for that. But for now, we're just sticking with the Indy 500 Coke 600 doubleheader. We've got to get this thing going. I'm hoping for another astounding performance top 10. I did take out the whole field in order to get that last season, so hopefully we perform a little bit better and show these IndyCar drivers what some stock car drivers can do. Let's strap up in our open wheel IndyCar machine and see if we can use our whip and our experience as an outdoorsman and an adventurer to stay out front. For the first time with the IndyCar series, we're going to be looking at the stats and information for the race before we get to take the green flag. We have 48 laps for the Indianapolis 500, the exact same amount of laps that we did in 2008. Have 35 other opponents on the track aside from myself, making it a 36-car field, fighting for the chance to drink the victory milk. We have opponent strength at 92% difficulty, and that's a lot lower than what I did last season because I actually put some AI ratings to these cars and they weren't just set at 60-40. Realistic damage level on, so if I wreck out like I kind of did last season, it's not going to go well. I'll probably be out of the race. All the flags are on, and realistic weather. It's been cloudy this weekend. So far, I think we're doing okay. But today in the race, it's 87, it's clear, and it's a sunny day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with a western wind of 7 miles per hour. The breeze is pretty light, and these drivers, boys and girls with Danica Patrick in the field today, are ready to go for the second Smithers Indianapolis 500. Last year, I started this event from the back and worked our way to an 8th place finish. This year I said fuck it to the janky qualifying. I haven't adjusted it in the settings, and so we started up by like a few tenths of a second out front, but we're gonna take this advantage while we can. Oh, Dan Weldon got a good launch on us. I started in second gear. I probably should have been in first gear to get the good launch. We have already lost the lead and got to work our way. I feel like I can get a good draft on them. We're running up through the gears here, up into fifth gear. Gonna have one more gear. Can I get there? Got the inside back on Dan Weldon. Trying to keep wheel to wheel with him so I don't touch gear or touch wheels, because that's gonna be the end of it right there. Down the back straightaway of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, side by side with Dan Weldon, and we're back in the lead going into turn 3. I at least gotta lead the first lap here, hanging onto the pole, and they're gonna be using me as a drafting horse to get their speed built up, and they're gonna fly right around me, I imagine. I'm just gonna hang on to the bottom here. I see this black car behind me. I don't have anything pulled up because it blocks my mirror, so I'm racing more on a whim here and less information on my screen. Lap 1 led to the Indy 500, and we're going, trying to hang on, pay attention to my mirror. Oh, that's Will Power in the Verizon Indy car. Oh, he had a run on me. Oh, damn. I just got pounded into the fucking wall. I didn't realize they were too wide right there. I thought they were going to give me a little bit more room. Told you it wasn't going to take long for me to get shit back here to the fucking back half of the top 10 into the top, the 12, the top 15. I can't speak right now. I threw myself into this race and I just did not warm up on anything that I was going to really say. I was practicing, making sure everything was good to go as far as racing conditions went. And as far as like these AI, I placed, you know, I tried to put the AI ratings for these drivers as best as I could, because as far as I'm aware, there was not any IndyCar N ratings on the N rating like application that I have on my PC. So I'm kind of just going on a whim here based on the 2009 Indy 500 finishing order, and I kind of just based stuff off of that, and we're kind of just seeing how things play out. I have fallen back to, I don't know where we're at right now, I want to say 9th or 10th in a split side-by-side group. Nobody is single file right now, and I think that's kind of saving me from getting, never mind, I'm getting ran down. Fuck! No! Oh, I got hit again! We're gonna be done! Oh no! Holy shit! I think I just died! Is the car still running? I am surprised if I am. I'm just gonna go down pit road. Don't take me out, coach! I can still race! I don't want to run this thing very hard. It sounds so bad. I had to run. There's a car running on my inside. I wish I would have been aware of that a little bit sooner, because these cars fly up on you like crazy. Yeah, I'm going to go a lap down. I might as well just accept my fate on that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dan Weldon. Okay, so they can't fix my damage? Is that what they're telling me? All right, here we go. Looking at my Indiana Jones. I didn't even see this green and white guy. I did see him coming, but I thought I had enough time to get down there. I am flying like a fucking helicopter. Oh my God! Everyone's dead. They're hitting the pit end wall. Those cars, that guy in the blue car is dead. He hit driver's helmet on the end of that pit wall. This number 98, red, white, and blue Barrett race car driver IndyCar went for a ride. He flipped in the air and then clipped the pit wall. Oh, all these guys are going to the infield care center, if not the local hospital, for severe injuries. We're on board with the number 98, a Barrett, the car that went flipping through the air end over end and just got ran over and then flipped off the car that was sideways in front of him. Oh my God, that's not even the worst hit yet. Alright, Mr. Conway and the dad's number 24. I'm sorry I don't know like IndyCar teams and names and stuff like that. This is very cloudy memory as far as a timeline for me. There goes Barrett, and then this is the hit that I saw at full speed that just scared me. Dan Weldon's flipping. There's me flipping again off the green and black car. Here comes the 24 going head on right into this pit wall, I swear, with his driver's helmet. Hits, oh yeah, right up there in the top of the dome. Oh, and then flies into the catch fence. Luckily that's there. Those fans over there would be having an IndyCar fly in their face. I say this may deserve a restart for the Indy 500. Nearly everybody got taken out but the first few cars. Look at this scene just looking down pit road of just pure carnage and a valley of death. Alright, this will be the second attempt of the Indy 500. I'll catch up with you guys in a couple laps to see how things play out. First attempt did not go so well. We wrecked out everybody but like 15 cars, so IndyCar was played the old time loop button, hit the reset button, and we're back again. Green flag. Got a better launch this time. I was in gear 1, side by side with Dan Weldon going into turn 1. I'll see you guys in a couple laps, hopefully still leading this thing. Already in trouble on lap 1 on this second attempt, and we got Tony Kanaan in the 7-Eleven, number 11. Oh no, oh no, oh, I'm way up here. Way up here, watch out, watch out. Oh my god, I'm so nervous right now. I'm so nervous. So nervous about getting ran over again. 3 wide, I'm losing all my track position from the start of being on the pole. I gave it up, I smacked the wall twice. My IndyCar's probably a little damaged. I'm sure that front wing would have been, wing would have been blown off the front of my car. I need to get back in the draft and behind one of these cars. I can't. They got too much of a run on me, and they're just driving right around me. One of you, I need to break up. Son of a bitch, we're going to be such a good start potential for this Indy 500. I've already taken out the pack once, and I'm a little nervous on the second attempt, I guess. I just need to get behind and actually get down in a lane behind somebody who's not going to fly by me. There we go. Where have we fallen back to? 24th currently. I'm sure it's worse than that. Gotta make some forward progression again and stick to the inside line. We remember how it was in the first Indy 500. The inside lane and the corners was the way to go. I just can't fucking hang down there at the moment. This Indiana Jones IndyCar is not fucking gripping. Got some momentum at the entrance of the corner. That's not a good spot to have it. Fuck, I wiggled really hard. Don't lose the pack though. We have now officially fallen to 28th spot after qualifying on the pole. Just survival at the fittest right now, and I'm glad that we were able to hit the restart button. I don't want to attempt this race too many times. I gotta get to the Coke 600, you know, we're on a time limit here, so hitting the reset button, we're burning daylight. Nervous to make it 3 wide, nervous to make it 3 wide. I angled that really badly. They're just gonna go around me on the outside because I'm too fucking nervous to make a move. Come on, Smithers, get this IndyCar under your belt. We were doing well last season after we took out the entire field. We were able to get that single car draft going, but when they're too wide, it's just too sketchy. Like, I have to angle the corners and arc them so aggressively to keep my momentum going around the corners versus these guys keeping like a straight lane going around the entire turn like evenly. So it's just different for me. And it's kind of a struggle to get around the other cars when they're side by side like this. I hope a green flag pit stop changes the dynamic of the race a little bit and we have less cars like this. I tried to change it up because all the Indy ratings were the same with 60-40, and that's why it was a massive pack the first time I did this race. And now they're kind of still the same a little bit, but also more cars have broken away, where this is the pack that's kind of still stuck side by side. I don't think this Indiana Jones car has it. Our Star Wars machine had a lot more lightning saber power in it. Lightsaber power, lightning saber. Oh my god, I'm gonna get burned in the comments for that one. I know that 17 laps into this race is about as long as the fuel run is gonna be, so hopefully we can stay green till then. And I know I don't have the better cautions mod on because I'm not doing double file restarts in this race. I don't think IndyCar has ever done double file restarts. I'm trying to stay low. I'm trying to get a draft. Oh, we're 3 wide. Shit. Who's pushing it in there in the 19 trying to boot me out of the way? I'll bully you back. I'll bully you back. I'm just going to clear him. I can't clear anybody. It's going to wind up just like 2008 all over again. I'm going to clip tires with somebody and it's going to be over. There's going to be a certain point in this race where I'm not going to restart it and I'm just going to say, fuck it, I'm going to the Coke 600. We crash out of it, we crash out of it. Kyle Larson did it. We understand the pain, except I'm going to be doing way more than 2 attempts at this event. I really want to get the Indy 500 as far as an NR2003 victory. We've gotten some crown jewels in NASCAR before. That blue and red car behind me, their tires are touching. I'm getting a run on somebody. Oh, no! 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 I'm flipping! I'm on my roof! Okay, we're not smoking. We're not smoking. Get going, get going, get going, get going, get going. We flip, we're somehow still all right. We're still all right. Another wreck. I shit my pants. I shouldn't have gone 3 wide. I should have just stayed behind the black and green car. I shouldn't have tried to push the issue. I was getting a run on them and I was like, hey, maybe my motor's hurt. I am hurting. We still have 39 to go. I barely made 10 fucking laps. I can't even break 160 right now. So if I can't keep up with the field, I don't know if it's worth staying out. See what our team can do as far as getting repairs on this thing and what we can get for top speed around the Indy track. Maybe if we stay in the draft, we'll have something, but fuck. I might call it here and just take the helicopter to Charlotte. It says we're in 17th, so that means everyone else behind me's gotta be out. Nope, not exactly. We better hurry up and get this shit repaired.
The pace cars on the front straight. Go, go, go! Limit 55.
Oh, we barely just got out of there with the pace car with our damage repair. A whole minute it took to get everything repaired. Okay, I think we might be back in this. We'll see. She feels like she's fast again. Good job, Indiana Blockbuster boys. We fucking busted some bones, busted knuckles, and we got those things repaired. Here we go again. Me fucking up an IndyCar and flying through the air, causing a massive wreck. I shouldn't have pushed it 3 wide. That put me in the grass, fucked me all up. I got into the blue car, which spun me around. I somehow flipped myself with how much velocity and gyrotation I was spinning. I just flipped myself. Should have kept it behind these guys. I don't know why I pushed it 3 wide. Yep, into the grass, up. I thought I caught it, but then I overcorrected, slid up into the black and blue car's pathway, and it was just over. This is a horrible camera shot. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was going to be something good. All right, so this is the restart on this lap. I wasn't too sure because I heard my my spotter or crew chief say something over the intercom there, but I wasn't sure what he said. It was the one to go. We're in 26th position. We're the last car running right now. Sounds like everybody else was getting repairs or they're trying to catch up to the field. I don't feel too confident that this thing's got the power to even keep up with the slowest guys up here right now. We are very slow, so I think and hope that we can luck into a decent finish. I can't get into 5th gear, struggling to get into 5th gear. I took some really heavy damage. My car barrel rolled on that last precaution. We were looking at the sky, hoping and dreaming that we were already in Charlotte winning the Coke 600, because this is a shit show for us this season. Still got 33 laps of this. I might only run enough amount of laps to get a solidified top something place because I've got more focuses. The NASCAR race, the Coca-Cola 600 is for points. That is a crown jewel in the main series that I'm running for, and yeah, I would love to have run more than 16-ish laps for the Indy 500 this year, and we're gonna have to wait an entire season for another attempt, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Like, we all expected Kyle Larson to do great, and he wrecked out the second year after the heartbreaking first year as well. Everybody else is 5 laps behind me right now. I feel like they're out of the race, and it's just coming down to me. We can't even hit 200 anymore. We are not a competitor in this race. We are just an obstacle in the fucking way by like 30 miles less. If I was running this series for points, I'd probably consider something different, but we're gonna hit a certain lap mark, and I think I'm going to call it. 30 laps to go in the race. I'm going to go 5 more laps. Going to bring it down to 25 more laps. See if anything happens that could possibly benefit or change our race, because I still have 1 more pit stop to make, but that's scheduled. Everybody's got to make 1 more pit stop, and that's just not going to do well. I don't have the speed on the track anymore. I've killed it for the 2nd year in a row, and that realistic damage really played a factor in killing my speed, which that's a punishment on myself for being a dumbass driver. Oh, Serbia, it's just you and me in the land of Indiana. I keep getting a run on Oh Serbia, but then I like back off because I don't want to pass him, because I know then he just gets the same run on me and he'll pass me. And like if I just keep it, oh, well, here comes the leaders. I'm just gonna pull down here and get out of the fucking way. Hopefully I don't get in their way. Damn, I almost touched wheels with that 6 car, the Penske car. That just kind of solidified my confidence as far as staying out here. 20 laps into the Indy 500 for 2009. I'm sorry, guys. We wrecked out of it, but I'm gonna pull her down this lap and we're just gonna unbuckle. And I feel bad for giving up, but like, it's either do this or you guys really want to see me run like 28 more laps in 26th position, hoping that I don't get lapped again. But 2.5 laps to go here in the 2009 Indianapolis 500. Scott Dixon and the red Target IndyCar is your leader and has been since the pit break in our final pit stop. And that's been a 3-car breakaway at first with Ryan Hunter-Reay in the 21. Here comes Ed Carpenter in the 20, the other driver that has been in this 3-car breakaway. But thanks to the late great Dan Weldon back there in the National Guard IndyCar, they have they broke away the 21 car, and it's come down to a 2-horse race. But that's going to be quite the complications, as there are 3 lap cars, 4 including the National Guard came out IndyCar as well. We got Ed Carpenter in the lead in the bright neon yellow Menards IndyCar, and then Scott Dixon in the bright red Target IndyCar trying to battle for this IndyCar victory for the Indianapolis 500. We're coming down a lap and a half to go as they're working away through this lap traffic. The 3 slower cars get out of the way, and somehow Dan Weldon is still amongst the fight. He is laps down due to extensive repairs on an earlier incident that he had got involved with, but he's getting pushed out of the way thanks to the 9 car. Scott Dixon diving down off of turn 4, and here they go coming out of the white flag. The top 2 have been battling for this all in the final battle run since the last pit stop. They've broken away from the field, and it's down to them now, coming down to this final lap. 48 out of 48 laps in the Indy 500. Can Scott Dixon run down Ed Carpenter in that 20 machine and make a chance and pull off this victory for an epic Indy 500 finish? They're running down the back straightaway. We also got Dan Weldon hanging on to the back of the 9 car of the Target. Not a position for battle. It's just between the top 2 cars, the 20 and the 9. Coming into turn 3, will Scott Dixon make a move to the inside? He's looking low, got half a car, half a wheel under there. He's gonna make a move in the final corner. Not quite. He is so close to the back bumper. Ed Carpenter can't quite get a momentum run. They're coming out of the final strip. Ed Carpenter and Scott Dixon. Ed Carpenter is gonna win the Indy 500 with Scott Dixon breathing down his neck. Can't quite get there. Had the run in turn 3, but Ed Carpenter blocked Scott Dixon from the Indy 500 victory. With our early departure in the 2009 Indy 500 and our very, very poor sophomore slump in that event for our second time, did not complete the race, but we did finish 26th, which is about roughly mid-pack where our car number is. So we didn't finish last, but we definitely wrecked out of the race. Not wrecked out, but we had enough damage on our car from my own doing with a wreck that I couldn't compete in the race anymore, really. I was going to go laps down if I were to put myself through that misery, and I just didn't want to do that for you guys. I wanted to, you know, keep the pace of the video going strong, and if it was a streaming kind of thing, obviously we would have had to just deal with it, but kind of just figured, you know, call it there, cut my losses, get my ass over here into Charlotte so I can mentally prepare for this long ass race tonight. 101 laps, just like last season. This is going to be the longest race on the NR 2009 schedule. We qualified quite stellar in our US Air Force number 43, the second highest qualifying Dodge outside the Blue Deuce of Kurt Busch, who has been on fire this Charlotte past couple of weeks in the All-Star event. And we have Kyle Busch, Rowdy Busch on the pole in the M&M's 18 Camry alongside Clint Boyer on the outside, who is the leading charge RCR Chevrolet above Kevin Harvick. Maybe that 33 it's his turn to get the victory today. Gonna be a long race, could be anybody's really to get. My teammates are down about mid-pack. I see AJ Allmendinger in 24th and Casey Kane in 25th. Sadler's making a decent qualifying effort in 15th. On down to the back half here, Tony Stewart, very poor qualifying run in his Stewart-Haas number 14 Chevrolet. Also have Reed Sorensen back in the field in the number 28 Golden Corral paint scheme on, so if he gets a top 10, kids eat free. But I highly doubt that'll happen unless some magical strategy plays out for that team. We have a very long race tonight. I am starting this recording session at 11:30, so we'll see how late into the night we go. I'm definitely going to be recording into the next day. I just hope this doesn't turn into a caution fest and I'm recording until like 2-3 in the morning. R.I.P. to the Biffle, the Boofmeister, Greg Biffle. What a shocking news case, you know, what happened, tragic event that happened this week. I'm right alongside him for this Coca-Cola 600, starting the race out tonight. Honestly, didn't even plan that to happen, and it just kind of did. So, that must mean something. For the longest race of the season, let's look at our event info for the Coca-Cola 600 in the Smithers NR 2009 series. As I mentioned in the pre-race debrief, we were doing 101 laps, kind of like the 101 Dalmatians, but NASCAR's version. 43 cars in the field at 92% strength, just like the All-Star race. Have it ticked down just a little bit from what I've been normally doing on the season due to the extreme speed factor across Charlotte Motor Speedway on this version that Smithsted created along with JD Franklin. All the flags are on for the race, and that realistic damage switch has been broken and stuck to that setting all season long. The fantastic weather is carried over from Indianapolis over to Charlotte. It is clear, just a little bit cooler with 78 degrees Fahrenheit and a southeastern wind of 7 miles per hour, the same kind of breeze we had in Indiana. Hope you're comfortable. Let's get this marathon on the road. Here we go, 101 laps. Let's see if we can get up to the front and lead what we couldn't do in the All-Star race. We were a few laps short away from getting up there and stealing the victory from Tony Stewart's smoke. I feel like we have a chance to lead some laps. We got a great qualifying spot in the top 10, 9th spot. Let's just carry on, get some speed going. That outside lane, oh, they're 3 wide right now with Harvick in the middle. I slipped up there, I bumped the white line, bumped the apron, almost got into Hamlin, did not touch anybody, but we're still good. Going off into turn 3, Johnson's sending it 3 wide. I'm trying to be easy. See where these guys are going. Edwards going to shoot the middle and try and follow 29. Kurt Busch just got into the wall a little bit. Had no room on the outside. That's kind of a scary position to be in. I was putting myself there in the All-Star race all race long last week. And I'm going, oh, that was a close fucking wreck right there. I should have been sideways and I should have been around. Saved it though. I need to pay attention on what I'm doing. I also need to adjust my microphone. I feel like it's really far away, so I'm sorry if you guys might sound a little bit quiet at the moment. I'm trying to speak my voice towards the microphone. It's a little off to my left versus where I usually have it closer to where it picks up my vocal range anyway. So yeah, that was a scary moment, kind of like what we had the All-Star race too. In the same corners, 1 and 2, I was sideways, caught the car, kept her going straight, got the wheels all nice and hot, so we should be ready and fired up to go for the rest of this first session. Already broken down, 99 laps to go in this race. Take 1 down, 99 down, something about Charlotte, I don't know. I was trying to think of the 99 bottles of beer on the wall song and I just couldn't comprehend something. Trying to get on the tail of this wild turkey just so I can get around him, blast by him, put him in my rear view mirror and not have to worry about this little feathering little bitch anymore. Martin Truex ain't a bitch though, it's just the fact that he's got a little turkey on the car. I want that Birdman behind me. Here we go, got a run off before. Hamlin was breathing down my neck. I wasn't having that case. Kyle Busch, Rowdy Busch is still hanging on to the leader. Pole sitter. The 09 car is going down pit road. That's Mike Bliss, unsponsored Dodge racing car that is having a mechanical failure. Looks like he might be out for the race already. Coke 600, 5 laps in. Oh, I wasn't clear of the 1 car, Martin Truex Jr. I was trying to cut him off or at least force him to brake. I still powered around on the outside. Again, the setup, I gotta remember, it's the same setup I used for the All-Star race. So I gotta be running on the outside of the entirety of the racetrack. 1 and 2 do things a little bit differently. There we go. What the fuck? The 9 car is just parked on the apron there. Okay, there's no yellow flag for that, but he's off the racing surface. Hopefully he disappears and gets towed back to the garage. I made the right call though. That was Mike Bliss in the 09 car, so I'm starting to figure out what those messages on the bottom of the screen are meaning and where the driver number is located at in the code. Got around flipping, flapping, quacking, Aflac Duckman, Carl Edwards, and we have moved up another spot behind Jimmy Jam Johnson, the Lowe's man of Lowe's Motor Speedway. Got Greg Biffle side by side with Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, another Roush driver in 3rd place, and of course the top 2 are still in top 2 in the race right now. Loving how this 43 car is handling around this track. I gotta keep in mind the tires. Got 16 laps projected on estimated fuel, 24 projected laps, but 16 gallons remaining in the car. We gotta run an old 2-time here. I gave him a bump down the front straightaway. That Lowe's Chevrolet is honestly really pretty. It's not as pretty as next season's, like American Salute to the Troops or some of his past Power of Pride schemes, but I do really like that car. Got around him, put him in my rear view. We are now in 6th position, looking to get into the top 5 for the first time tonight. Geez, if I could put last season's IndyCar performance and this year's Coke 600 performance, I mean, we did well last season too, but I really fluked it when I got myself involved in a wreck during a pit cycle. Here battling with
Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick for a top 5 right now. Here we go. It's been a tragic end of the year of 2025 for any racing fans. Man, it's been rough. Just as rough as these patches and bumps in 1 and 2 at Charlotte. Holy shit, we've bumped up to the wall again. Stayed off it. I've learned enough from the All-Star race on where I can put my car. Boyer's starting to back up to the 17. 2 Roush cars might pounce on this Cheerios machine. Rowdy's starting to get away from it. He's been leading every single lap of this race so far. 12 laps into the Coke 600. 90 to go. Biffle's looking low on Matt Kenseth. We're starting to break away from 6th on back. Kyle Busch, Boyer, Biffle, Kenseth, and myself, and then Johnson, I believe, in the 48. Nope, Harvick in the 29 is behind me. Gotta run, because these two are side by side on the exit. I've got nowhere to go with it. They're all on a train. Can I dive a little bit lower? Oh, man, you could hear my splitter scraping. Oh, I've clipped people in that corner before. I gotta be real careful getting on the right rear quarter panel of these cars. I think Kenseth was one of them in last year's All-Star race that took out the subscriber car, ran by Marshall Burrell. There we go. Got our run now. Dive to the inside. He could not do anything about that. We had the run and the power of the Air Force. Father Smithers has got a little bit extra horsepower, a little bit bones into the machine tonight. I only say bones because I'm a skeleton, you know. Up into 4th place on the back bumper. We're following Greg Biffle to the front, working his way onto his second, mile-and-a-half victory. It's been the best performance that this 16 team has had. They've got a victory at Texas, the last track that was very similar to Charlotte. Got the same dog-legged front end, D-shaped oval. Not at all the same in the turns and the banking, but as far as the shape of the track, it's the same. And we're closing back in on Kyle Busch now that we got, I was going to say we got Matt Kenseth out of our way, but Boyer is still in 2nd place. He fell off, but seeing that me and the 16 were coming, and he got back up on his hot Cheerios and got up on that wheel to get back to the 18 of the M&M's machine. We got candy, we got cereal, and we got health. The trilogy of life here. You start out eating candy as a kid, and then, you start having heart problems. You need, the Red Cross, Red American Cross. If you're not eating your Cheerios, for sure you're going to need Red Cross in your future. But I don't know what I'm fucking saying right now. Just to fill in a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name. And my name's going to be on this fucking trophy at the end of this one. We got 2 very slow cars. We got Dave Blaney. Honestly, oh no, that's Joe Nemechek. I was like, did I put 2 Dave Blaneys in here? Nope. Come on, Biffle. Go. Get around Boyer. Box him behind Dave Blaney. That's a very cool looking Aaron's Dream Machine. The only time I think Blaney was, I don't know why he was sponsored by the Aaron's Dream Machine, but also Kyle Busch is blocked by Joe Nemechek. Damn it, I was hoping the 16 would go underneath, or I had an opportunity to blow by both of them. I gotta be patient. Okay, don't let the car bottom out too much and send us up the wall. Got pushed up to the 2nd lane. I didn't want to be up here. I just wanted to follow the forward of the 16. We're in 3rd place right now in the Coke 600. Life's feeling pretty good right now. This is a rocket ship, but I don't know. We're at a point now where I might be able to compete with the 18 and the 16. Short run, the 18 I think fires off a lot faster, but I also qualified back. He started in 1st. He had a better shot. I got around Biffle. Slid up. He's coming back underneath me. Give him room. Man, we're racing hard here at Charlotte. 20 laps into this race. Sorry that I did not have a moment of silence on lap 16. I get so much into the moment of these races and things. Mark Martin, what are you doing back here, man? I thought you had a good Hendrick Chevrolet under your belt. What is going on with that 4th and number 5 Hendrick car? Also, we have a train jack up of lap cars. This is not going to go well. Biffle's back on my inside. I'm just going to let him go right now. We'll have to work through this pack together. And I got Boyer coming too. Honestly, I know I can pass you guys again. I'm just going to let it happen. Before something like that happens, Boyer was on the apron, almost got himself wrecked. Stewart back here as well, having a horrible run in the Coca-Cola 600. Your all-star winner of 2009. Flipped around, flipped the script, is on the other end of the field right now. Getting around, Bill Elliott got into the back of Boyer. I'm just trying to be patient with these guys. Might push it through wide. Here we go, going for it. Can I get by the 36? That's an opportunity. Lift early, keep my car on the bottom. Made it work, got 2nd place. We got 2nd place. Yeah, that's 5 and 14. I don't know what is going on with their ratings. I know that they're the same as like the 48 and the 39 and the rest of their teammates that are running up in the top 15 and 20. Oh, I've drifted up, got to the 41 of Yaley. Get him out of here. I'm wheeling it, trying to hang on to the outside of this lane. I know Boyer was sneaking underneath me. Stuart, what lane you gonna choose, please? Thank you. I was hoping you were gonna choose the inside. Really hold up, Boyer. Thank you so much. I needed that. All right, now we got some clear racetrack between me and Kyle Busch. I might be able to take the lead of this race, but I gotta look. We're starting to get pretty worn out. 10 laps remaining. I might be able to catch the very end of this run. I think we have a nice long run car, so I hope it plays out to that factor at the end of this race. Lap 25, we're almost basically a quarter of the way done with this race. I'm reeling in Rowdy Busch like he's a rowdy fish. He's a feisty one, and I've got no skills as a fisherman. I've got very little skills as a fisherman, but they're like from a 10-year, there's a 10-year gap in there since the last time I've been on the waters. That Golden Corral car is nowhere near getting a top 10. Sorry kids, you're not eating for free at Golden Corral tonight, but if you think outside the box, you might get some Taco Bell. I heard that their quesarito is back, right? Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, that's a wall. Use it to get around the outside of 34. Why not? It's a bumper, like bowling with the railings up. This car is pretty durable. The sheet metal's all right. Damn, Kyle's so much better at getting around lap traffic. I sense it around the outside, though. We might have an opportunity to go nowhere because the track is blocked everywhere. Damn, that was a run of a lifetime. If I push it too hard, we're gonna wreck. I just have to let these guys give me an opening. We got around the 12 of Stremi. Next is Max Pappas and the Geico number 13. Oh! About got into a car accident right there. I would have had to call your local insurance. Leave down in the comments below who you use for car insurance. Come on, Kyle. I am all over his back bumper. I definitely want to take this lead. We need a race where we have gotten out front and led some laps. We're coming close to a pit cycle soon, so I don't want to I want to see when he pits and then go from there. Got to pit when he does. I don't want to take the lead at the end of this run and then have to be the decider or see that the 18's no longer behind me. Greg Biffle, though, is 2.5 seconds back. Never mind, it just updated as we crossed the line. He must have gotten stuck behind those lap cars, the 12 and the other one. Forgot already. Man, the heat is blasting in my room right now. I think I cranked it up a couple of degrees, a little bit too hot tonight. I can feel my pits sweating, feel the effects of an actual race car driver. I'm hot in here tonight. Usually my room's at a nice comfortable temperature, so when I do get hot under the wheel, like, cause I get worked up doing this behind the wheel, my face gets hot, I feel it, but with the heat packing onto me too, I feel a little bit extra tonight. Kyle, you going down pit road? He's going down pit road. All right, I'm going to take this lap. I'm going to come down next time. I've got quite a bit of room. No damage repair. 4 tires. 2 cans of fuel. And we are going to be coming down this time by Petty number 43. Can't miss the font. I'm getting used to seeing this blue now. Biffle's pitting. He's right behind me. Let's go, boys. Come on. Get in a water break, too, while we're here. This has been the best opportunity we've had for a victory since the damn California race. I don't know why my crew chief is not talking. My spotter, nobody's chatting with me tonight. Is the radios working on the damn machine tonight? Something going on with our team communication? Because I've heard like nobody. It says we're in first place. I mean, we were when we came down pit road. There goes the 14 of Stewart. Having a horrible night tonight. We're in second. Updated. We're in second, 4 seconds behind Kyle Busch. Okay, so pitting a lap after him. Don't know how beneficial that was, but also I had a perfect stop. I didn't do anything wrong. I just also got to be sure that I'm hitting pit road speed either at the maximum or like 1 mile an hour below the limit. So it's kind of me competing against Kyle Busch, and we got Greg Biffle right behind me. That is who we're running for. That is the race victory that we're competing against. But Kyle's got a 4-second, almost 5-second lead on us. Oh, we have a caution. First caution of the night. I was just cruising, going around lap traffic. Oh my God. 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 I just wrecked myself a little bit. Luckily we didn't. I was trying to slow down. I got a little bit of grass on my tires and we got loose. What the fuck happened? Somebody missed pit road and rear end somebody? That was a lot of smoke down the front straightaway. Also, I have a lot of damage on the right side of my car. I hope that I'm okay. 96 is hella damaged in the front end. That nose is crushed. Okay, we gotta come down pit road. Everyone's coming down. I can't miss this opportunity. Barely got any tires, got any rubber put down on those tires, but I gotta get this damage repaired. And then we'll look at what the hell happened to bring out this caution, but there's too much going on and things happen fast. Biffle's back down too, so this is definitely a good strategy play based on the leaders. Biffle's also taking 4 tires. I got a lot more damage than he does though. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. I'm done. That's all I'm getting. Don't want to lose any more time. I'm still not getting any messages. I don't know what's going on. Why my spotter's not communicating with me. I hope there's nothing in the sound files that I missed transferring the IndyCar sounds from the V8 engine sounds, because that'll be a bummer. I don't remember which file was the crew chief command. It has been a diabolical rough night for Mark Martin in the 5 car. Smacks the wall, pancakes it off of 4, gets into the 42, immediately hooks him, collects the 96 of Bobby Labonte, takes a hard hit to the dogleg on the outside of the front straightaway. Marco's really running off pace around 3 and 4, and I don't know what was going on, trying to give room to Casey Mears in the 07 there, of course, but just, yeah, smacked into the wall, got down into the 42's path, where, damn, that was a hard hit. 96, heavy damage to that front end, ass.com. And then I think there are some altercations. 00 gets hooked here by the 44, yep, right there. Here's Rudiman slowed down, but you see the 44 and then the 18, some of these guys that come up on this caution quick. 44 didn't get slowed down, just pile drove Rudiman and the Aaron's doggy right into his... Then you got me flying around 3 and 4 miles behind, just getting the caution, word of the caution, as I'm whipping around seeing the smoke screen. I dip into the grass, lose control because I went up into the air, smack into the wall. Damage wasn't as bad as I guess as it felt when I hit the wall, and we kind of walked away okay. Biff was okay, a lot of our leaders were okay. Kyle Busch also got through it too. Man, I forgot that the Better Cautions mod was kind of rough around this Charlotte track, because we only got like 5 cars. They're slowly piling up behind us and trying to catch up. We're only gonna have like 6 cars up here to double file start the race. Apologize about that. I never know, and I always forget what tracks work with the Better Cautions mod and what tracks kind of have problems with it. Here they come. You can see them in my rear view mirror barely. Pack of cars, 2x2, 62 laps to go in the Coke 600. Greg Biffle on the outside, Kyle Busch on the inside, row 1, and Biffle got a launch to try and take the lead from Rowdy Busch, but I don't know, that 18's pretty strong tonight. He does have a weakness though, and that is long runs. We have fresh tires, and we gotta kind of wait till these things work in a little bit. Brian Vickers and the 83 Red Bulls up here. Now we're starting to get some cars mixed in together. I just don't know who's on the lead lap and who's a player in this race. Full throttling up next to the wall, trying to get a long power on the outside. Harvick took away my spot. Oh man, we locked bumpers just a little bit there. That could have been bad. I almost put myself into the door to the 83. Don't let my car bottom out. Don't let my car bottom out. We got the 26 of McMurray behind me. Don't let him get to me. 2008, it was me versus Hamlin. 2009, it seems to be me versus Jamie McMurray. See them all popping out of the throttle right there. Flames shooting out all the cars. I gotta be the only one that kept my foot in it all the way around, and somehow they're still keeping up with me around the center of the corner. These first few laps of the restarts are really intense until we get broken up single file, powering around the outside of the 83 of Vickers. Let's do it. Drop downstairs to the inside of Harvick. It's midnight. I'm being real loud. I'm probably keeping up my girlfriend, and she's got work in the morning. I am so sorry. I'm starting Christmas break for my job. We've got a 2-week break till we're back on the roll of things. So I'm trying to put production out on the Smithers Racing channel as much as I can these next couple of weeks for Christmas and New Year's. So look forward to that. Look forward to more top 5s, hopefully, and we might get a victory tonight. Got to knock out another crown jewel. I don't have a Coke 600 yet on the outside of Harvick. Oh, I had to get out of the gas, or that was going to be me into the wall or wrecking the 29. Got to run on him on the outside of 1. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, how our 43 has got some power tonight. 4th place. 44 laps in, 58 to go. Keep knocking them down. We're a player in this race all night long. Haven't been able to pass the 18 yet. Nobody really has been able to pass the 18 yet. I thought Biffle had a shot, but not quite got around him on the restart. Johnson's going beneath Biffle. I'm down here. Oh, I thought about giving him a bump, but we weren't centered locked up. That wasn't going to be a good idea. Going on the outside of the 48 of Jimmy, following the pathway of the 16 of Biffle. It's been me, Biffle, versus Kyle Busch all night long. That 48 car has been kind of a top 5, top 10 contender. Hasn't quite had the speed and the power in his Hendrick Chevy to compete with Rowdy, or us two. We've been the dynamic duo, and I swear, amongst anything, when I set this car set up, I set this up like not today. I can tell you that much. And as of recording it today, of course, I've already mentioned what day I'm recording this race on, but I did not plan for this 16 car to be up here competing for the victory. He's just good at mile and a half this season. Got around him though. I really want to get it by Kyle Busch, and I want to lead some laps around Charlotte. We do not have a lot of laps led around our season so far, and we need to get that counter up. The Candy Man cannot have it tonight. Getting so close to the halfway point of this race. I know I got to be looking about mid 40s to go when I got to come down and pit again. Who went through the fucking dirt like that? I'm going to have to go back on the replay system on lap 48, 49 to see what happened there. The Dust Bowl showed up here in Charlotte today. I still can't catch this 18. I am trying, pushing around every corner, but also trying to remember I gotta manage that right front tire because I can't blow it before I run out of gas. I gotta baby the thing, run around the outside for a little bit before I can start working my way on the inside, dropping down to the white line, which honestly seemed to slow me down just a little bit. I'm not gonna get the run I need off of 2 down the straightaway to close up to the back bumper of the 18. Got a lap car though, that might give me a chance to get around him. He got held up, he got held up. Had to lift a little bit, punch it, be patient. Oh, dang it! I couldn't get it! He's holding his own up there. Holy shit. I tried to, I was trying to be patient, lifted it out of the throttle like maybe to 85% so I didn't rear end him, and then got back in it when I could dart down him on the inside when that dog leg ended. He still got around me on the entry of 1. He just gunned it, pinched me down there, made sure I had a low entry so I had to lift and brake so I wouldn't run into him, because if I would have door slammed him, he would have probably retaliated instantly and would have hooked me. Tired of staring at this orange M&M bitch. I want to get around there and have a look at the colorful ones on the hood in my rearview mirror. 50 to go, lap 52. We're breaking the halfway point of the Coke 600 in 2009. 12 laps remaining, or 18 projected laps remaining. Starting to be able to work the car in 1 and 2 a lot better. The gap is 0.3 of a second, close to 0.4 of a second. I'm sure it's really close now. Smooth 3 and 4. I can run right there in the middle of the track, right there in the middle of the turn. Got a run on him. I'm going for it again for the lead. Oh, I washed up the track a little bit, and he was not giving up this lead that easily. I think I just put him into the fence. Oh, he is going to yell at me and want to kill me like he did Hamlin. It's the same similar situation. I washed up the track and put him in there. That was not intentional though. That was not a Hamlin intentional. I did drive it in hard into 1 to try and clear my car off the nose of the 18, but that didn't happen. He drove it in just as hard. I still can't believe these 2 championship caliber drivers ahead of me, Stewart in the 14 and Mark Martin in the 5, are running back here probably in 40th, 41st position. I don't know what happened to them tonight. I don't know what happened to their setup, their cars, if they're having mechanical problems, but they are not a part of this fight, not even a part of the top 30. Both of them are going to be dropping in points this weekend. 14 has got damage, and he was not giving me the room on the high side. Luckily, he got out of the way, or he was going to get hooked. Did not have a good entrance on 3. Stewart blocked up and checked up the 5 and the 18 of Kyle Busch. That just gave me a huge lead, almost a whole second. That's something I'll take. I know the 18 is going to get that back because he is definitely the fastest car. Still got a few laps left until we got to make our pit stop again. Would be the 3rd one of the night. About to have 60 laps complete. Hey, 43 to go. Iconic petty number 43. Now that we've cranked down the difficulty a little bit, we're starting to, I'm starting to perform up a little bit better. Should have probably notched this to 93, but I needed a little bit of a confidence booster, guys. We've been having a rough winter month as far as NR2003 and the Smithers series has gone. I need to get my mojo back. I need to get something back, and leading some laps at the Coke 600 makes me feel pretty good. I don't know if we're going to have the strategy or the car on the short run to come across the finish line first, but this is giving us a really good opportunity towards the second half of this race. We're 2.3 seconds ahead of the 18. And even with this pit stop coming up, I think we're going to have 1 more to go after that. 40 laps to go in the race, and we're coming down to a projected 9 laps left in the race car. Yeah, that's still going to be really close to the end. I mean, going to be a short run to the end, which does not look good for my performance. I just gotta hope the gap doesn't get erased by Kyle Busch in the short run or on a pit stop, mistake. I don't need any pit stop mistakes, so we've been doing pretty flawless so far. This Coke 600 is a great place for me to practice that. We have a lot of pit stops in one race, and I need that. That was one of my worst skills coming into my first season of NR 2003 was making it down pit road. We've gotten so much better at doing that coming into season 3. Almost 12 races in. We're almost a third into the season already. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. I don't know if this is at all a thing to maybe compare, but which season is your favorite of the Smithers NR 2003 series? Like, is it 2007? The beginning of it all? My first time on YouTube doing some stuff? Not exactly my first time. I've done some guitar not tutorials, but some guitar covers in the past that never really amounted to much. But other than that, we've got 2008, had a lot of wins that season in the number 10 COT Valvoline machine, and now this year, it's been a bit of a rough start. We got one win under our belt, but ever since then, we've been lengthening a drought streak. Could that end tonight in the Coke 600? And could we notch a crown jewel victory? And we're coming down next time for sure. I just saw a lot of cars on pit road that time, and I was passing the 13 of Max Pappas, so I wasn't sure that was a safe time to make a pit stop. But this time is gonna be for sure. Might have a lot of cars in front of me. I wanted to also really push this coming down on lap 69. Got a lot of cars, got to check up a little bit early so I don't rear end them. Another smooth entrance into pit road. Come on, Biffle. Oh, Montoya. Oh yeah, I forgot we can go through people. Huh, I got that part of the better caution spot on. Dang it, I wasn't up there quite enough. Okay, we lost a second or two, but I had a massive lead on the 18. 31, 32 laps to go. I'm parked in here weird. I hope the 11 doesn't come down pit road. Oh my god, I sped down pit road. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I was drinking my damn fucking water bottle and I messed it up. I was so parched. I was getting so hot with the heat in this damn room. We just gave up our chance at a crown jewel victory. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I can't believe what I just did. I'm so dumb. I don't need any services, just my black flag service. I can't believe I did this. Are we even in our box? My radio communication isn't working, so I don't know what's going on. Ugh. I don't know if I'm good. I don't think I'm good because it's not cleared. It's cleared. Okay. I just gotta get back out on track. We just gotta slop up and scoop up whatever's left of this mess of a race. There goes Kyle. Probably putting me a lap down. I just misshifted. Son of a bitch. This Coke 600 has just turned into such a mess. Like every damn race we've had this 2009 season. I have fucked it up in one way or another. We're in 24th. I bet we're a lap down too. 2 laps down, fucking perfect, great. I could go try and get around the 18 again to get my lap back. One of them at least. I can't be 2 laps down, that's gonna be race over. So mad at myself right now, just by 3 miles an hour. It was because I was like one-handing it, had my water bottle, I was trying to set it down on the fucking counter, didn't even pay attention like to my speed exactly, burped it a bit too much, and now I'm gonna wreck because I'm aggressively passing too much. Throwing the caution because apparently spinning down here does not count. Tonight was supposed to be a good fucking night. I had a chance to win this Coke 600. Apologies to Mark Martin and Reed Sorensen. I was hoping that Mark was gonna get around the 28 and I tried to just shove it through wide. Fucking got arrow loose. Smacked my, ooh, that was a damn hard hit. Camera barely caught it there at that angle. Of course, no caution came out. Till I had to throw it manually because me and Hamlin weren't on the racing surface. I just whipped it right in front of the 66. Whoo! Almost cleaned myself out for good. All this aggression stemmed from getting a black flag for speeding down pit road after getting myself in a position to win this race, and this is one that's gonna hurt for a long fucking time. Well, now we're experiencing what everyone else dealt with in the last caution. Struggling to get around lap cars. Come on. I know there's more people behind me that gotta get around me, and Paul Menard just got wrecked. They're all wrecking back here. And Boyer's getting spun out up there. What the fuck? I'm just trying not to get black flagged again with 23 laps to go. I know I'm supposed to be behind John Andretti. Someone just got taken into the inside pit wall. What is going on? It's entertaining for sure. Yeah, take more people out of the race. Give me more spots, please. I'm in 30th. Green flag. What a rough start. Look at how spread out we are. Okay, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gotta remember, no better cautions mod. See how good the car handles now that we don't have a back end in her. I know we ass-packed the thing into the inside wall. Looks very similar to what Clint Boyer's car does right now. A lot of single file action. Oh geez, the 5 car. Okay. Okay. That must have been payback for pushing him through. From a night that looked so promising to be breaking a winless streak has turned to such shit into a night that I do not want to fucking remember. Might as well come down and get her repaired, get 4 fresh tires on her for the last however many laps of this Coke 600 and just make a charge to hopefully finish 23rd, because that's the best I can do 2 laps down. Still don't know why I'm not getting any communication with my spotter or crew chief. I don't know what file I missed in the sound. What the fuck? My car just died. There we go, we're good. I thought the car just died and we were actually DNF for the rest of the race. I was about to get really sad. Looks like Mark didn't have any problems at all in that number 5, but he was out for vengeance for what I did to him. He definitely gave me a bump, door slammed me into the freaking safer barrier right there at a turn 4 and took Montoya with me. Me and him have both looked like we're pretty wrecked. And I cannot believe where we were at towards the end of this race compared to we were out front at a portion of it not that long ago. Caught up just in time, green flag, I'm at the tail end of the pack. I know I should be next to the 36 in some shape or form. They're already gone 3 wide. Mark Martin's frickin' pile driving his way through there. I guess I'm pile driving my way around these 2. Got 4 fresh Goodyears on our number 43 machine and looking a shot to gain 10 positions. Or I guess 8 positions. We're only 23rd. Oh, 41 shifted down pit road. That's scary. I was kind of expecting somebody to do it, but not him. 15 laps to go in the Coke 600 for 2009. I apologize to all you viewers for my performance of this season so far. It has not gone to plan, concluding a single race other than Auto Club. We were looking very promising in this Coke 600. Fucking black flag speeding down pit road. I just ran over Stewart. Careful now. I can't get by anybody. They're playing hard to get. 14 cars, the next car I can pass. I guess my aerodynamics and the way that car was built, this car was built, was more for that. Now that I'm damaged every end of this race car, and it's really changed the racing factor of it. Oh man, oh, I'm really close. Yep. Knew that was gonna happen. It was either take out the 66 or take myself into the wall. Here we go, finally getting single filed out, getting some runs on Stewart. I gotta push. Sorry that I've really toned down my commentary these last few laps. I've just been through the ringer emotionally through this fucking race. We had it! It was mine! And I fucked it, and I fucked it right in the ass. I am so disappointed. Like, I can't tell you how true those emotions feel for this race. It's just a video game, but man, I sure take it like as serious as I fucking can, you know. Each race I want to perform well and win the championship in NR 2003. Can't do that when I'm wrecking. I should wreck your ass right now, but that's gonna ruin my chances of getting a better finish. There, I'll send you a message. How about that? I gotta try and beat this 5 car, man. Something's been brewing between me and him recently. I know we had an altercation earlier in the year at Atlanta. Things kind of cooled down since, but he has been taking me out to lunch. And it's not Taco Bell or Golden Corral, or even Kellogg's. You'd think he'd take me out to breakfast or something. Fuck! I just cleaned out Reed Sorensen, my arch nemesis as far as contract obligations go. I don't know if you guys want to know this or not, but it is closing in on 1 a.m. and I started recording this race at 11:30. Let's take a look at the consequences of my actions here. I just dumped him. Just straight up dumped him. Taco Bell got a piece of it as well. Oh my god, Bill Elliott they went head to head. That is the most hardest impact, most damaged COT car I've seen in NR 2003 so far. It's been a while since I've seen the front end cleaned off. 2 cars. I hope Bill Elliott's okay. He might not be racing for the rest of the year. He might be retired early. Come on, what are you guys doing? You're letting the rest of the pack leave us. We're gonna be starting in turn 2 when they take the green flag at this point. I know I gotta stay behind the 31, so I hope we can just catch up in time like we did last time. Oh shit, Burton just blew up right in my face. Now who am I behind? Oh, this is such a janky restart and it's gonna fuck me on some positions. Not very many laps left. We're gonna have basically a green-white checkered here for the Coke 600. Kyle Busch is up there with, I think, Jimmy Johnson. I think the 18's gonna get it though. Looks like he pulled away. I'm split in the middle. It worked that time. Oh, I got clipped by Nemechek. Saved it. Oh my god, that was cool. I can't imagine what the TV cameras might have thought of that situation. Seeing me flying around, fishtailing back there, hanging onto it like a wild animal. 2 laps to go in the Coke 600. I lost definitely some positions there on that restart. Now that we got the tires worn and broken in, we can make some moves with it. getting in the wall. I don't care. We got 2 laps to go, lap and a half. 25th. Damn, that 13 really shoved it in there. I'm racing hard. I'm racing really hard. This 33, oh, he's not for position. I thought he was. 34, 13 is definitely for position. I'm passing as many cars as I can. I don't care who they are. What if they're on lead lap, 1 lap down, 2 laps down. I need them. Inside, outside. Come on, get a nose on Michael Waltrip. There we go. Gonna make another pass. Can we get anything more than a 25th? 23rd. We got the highest 2 lap down finishing position. That's the best that we could have done. Oh, we had one more. I guess there was David Rudiman. I didn't know that. Earlier it said that there was just up to 23rd. Okay, well, still a valiant effort for fucking what we were given on that last final run. I'm already sad. Like, this one I was heartbroken halfway through this race. I gotta stop. Well, at least I'm not that. I gotta stop making pit road mistakes. I gotta stop making mistakes in general. We are costing ourselves a good finish and like dropping, just losing points, handing them away to other drivers. We were coming down to the final lap in the longest race of the season. A Smithers 1 to go. Kyle Busch in the M&M's number 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. This Toyota has been out front for I think majority of the race, almost every single lap of the 101 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Though that Lowe's Chevrolet, Jimmy Johnson, has been closing in and getting closer every single section of this race, and he's, I think, just gonna run out of laps here. He's been getting faster and faster in that Lowe's 48, but the 18 M&M's Camry of Kyle Busch has been just dominant and beautiful, perfect tonight. Joe Gibbs Racing, Kyle Busch takes the Coke 600 victory in 2009. Johnson just is position short on getting another victory, second victory for that 48 team, but Kyle Busch getting, I believe, win number 2.
Just a few weeks ago, we had reminiscent of 2011 with Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards, and now we've got reminiscence of 2008 with Edwards and Johnson, completely taking away the points with the rest of the field. Like, look at this. The leader, 348 points. Johnson's only 37 behind. That's within earshot of a race, but everybody else, 82 plus back, and it's a close points battle between everybody else. Third place is tied, only 4 points behind that's Jeff Gordon in 5th, and 3 behind that is Kyle Busch, who just dominated the Coca-Cola 600. He led 73 laps out of that race. I led 18, which was one of the biggest races that I've led the most laps in that race, so that felt pretty good, even though it did not result how we planned it. I'm really liking how this points battle is going so far this year. Like, we've got some pretty stacked names, and aside from the top 2 kind of taking off with this thing, things have been pretty close. Of course, that's really scary for me because I am falling closer and closer to the cutoff of the chase, and these first 12 races, we've been inside there the whole time. We were even as close as 3rd place in this season when we started off with those top 10s, and now we have fallen down to 9th, which is not good because we were only like 12 points outside of falling outside of the top 12 in the chase. We need to start racking up some bonus points and laps led and get back up there, kind of get some more cushions, get some more names behind us. We very much had potential in the Coca-Cola 600 to win. One mistake just led us down a spiraling dark hole. We were able to get a 23rd place finish. It's just really unfortunate because we had built up to getting into the lead with about 40 laps to go in the race. Page number 2 is starting to have a lot of very talented drivers knocking on the door of wanting their chase positions that they've claimed, like our last season's champion Matt Kenseth, but he's got Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick, also Mark Martin. Everybody's up there ringing to get their chase spot, knocking on the door. This is going to be an insane point battle going into the summer months of the season, and I can't wait to see where it plays out when it comes down to Myrtle Beach and cutting off the top 12 drivers in points. Richard Childress Racing has been showing their positive progress through the 2009 season as all of their drivers have been kind of slowly working up through the points. You see Boyer's now in 24th. Harvick, of course, I mentioned earlier, is in 16th, with Casey Mears in 19th, and Jeff Burton is also up there in the mix as well. Page number 3, some of these drivers missed qualifying, like Robbie Gordon, who's made all the races except for this Coke 600, did not make it. Reagan Smith didn't make it again. Brad Keselowski also is not in this event at all. He is, of course, a part-time starter with that 5th Hendrick number 25 car. Rookie Joey Logano has not had anything to perform throughout the season. He's got 1 top 10, 0 top 5s, and 0 wins, but he's also got 2 top top 20s on the season. Not doing too well in the Joe Gibbs Racing number 20 Toyota. Jamie McMurray has been trying to find his footing again after our altercations the last few weeks and me getting into him quite often, but he's been gathering up some points and trying to get back into the top 30 from that. Scott Speed in 39th, topping off our fourth and final page, is another driver that missed out on the Coca-Cola 600 this season. Got replaced by somebody like Max Pappas, missed qualifying. I think he was in the roster, but didn't qualify in the top 43. Hanging on to the final spot is Bill Elliott, who was in the Coke 600. He plowed through the grass, had some entertaining moments throughout the weekend, but yeah, he is our fourth and final holding position for the top 43 in points. A weekend that I had very much potential. I was very confident in because of how last season went and how the All-Star race went last weekend. Completely did not go as planned, and sometimes that's just racing. I'm going to look forward to next week, which is Dover in the Cup Series. We have the SRX, and then I have a truck race also at Dover. The following week after that, we're going to be also doing the same thing, SRX, trucks, and Cup. Trucks and Cup are going to be at Pocono. SRX, I have to look on the schedule what race number 2 will be, but that's going to be some things to be looking out forward to for this series, and I want to try and post some other gameplay out there, just as some other one-off videos on some games. I've got a couple of weeks to kind of dedicate to the channel, so I'm going to try and do as much as I can to record, build stuff up to kind of post out into the new year. I want to thank you guys again for watching this series. I love you all, and I appreciate you guys so much for like being invested in this channel and invested into the series and the lore and just the stories and stuff. It makes me feel really good that like there's some people out there that like what I put out there into the world, and I just hope that you guys have a great holiday season, whatever you celebrate. But once again, I want to thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.